Greetings gamers, I'm PEMBY'S, and the reason for this video is how, what a pain it is in the arse basically to produce a Crysis 3 video from the PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, whichever console you use, and make it look a lot better. But it's what you have to do in order to do that. I mean, the actual capture card I use is a Roxio HD Pro. And I do find, actually turn that a bit off, right, otherwise it'll record that audio twice. I do find that when you use the Roxio HD Pro, I've got a 32-bit operating system, which I've just found out if I wipe my system clean I could install 64-bit. I didn't know that. The video wave software for this capture card, the actual capture software itself is the most seriously unreliable bad software I've ever used on a PC, and I mean it is seriously bad. You click on capture, your favourite gameplay moments coming up, well, good chance there will be, and you click capture and you can see that it's not capturing, it's saying not responding at the top of the screen. Now this capture here is from the Roxio HD Pro, but what I've had to do, because when I actually converted the video to an MP4 so I could use it within Sony Vegas, is the video was all choppy and it just got all fucked up basically. So what I did was opened it in Video Wave, which is just the editing software you get with Roxio HD Pro, and I made a copy. I had to render it again, made a copy with the same as original presets. Now it says same as original, I don't notice any difference in the visual side, but I noticed the bitrate's lower than the original file, so I'm thinking, how can it be same as the original, you know what I mean? But anyway, with that aside, when you actually go to use the file within Sony Vegas, you can do what the hell you want with it then, and which is why you're seeing this looking so clean. I've added brightness and contrast, I've added colour corrector, and I've added a sharpening effect to make it look the way it does, and it does look head and shoulders above the raw capture. The raw captures from the Roxio HD Pro are pretty good, but when you tinker about with it within Sony Vegas, it's superb. The quality is really good. But the thing is, why do you have to do that? I mean, why has Roxio invented a capture software where you're forced into using Video Wave? Because you can't use it within Sony Vegas, because it's an M2 TS file. I believe Hopog there's a solution whereby you download the relevant drivers, but I've not seen that available for the Roxio. But this gameplay is not too bad from my perspective. I love this central cavern map, and the few things I want to talk about in this video, where I prefer this game over any other shooter at the moment. I love Battlefield 3, I've always been a big fan. I've never been a fan of Call of Duty, although the first campaigns in a shooter I ever played was Modern Warfare 1. And I thought that was quite good, especially the all gillied up section. But the actual multiplayer is the most unforgiving going, But this multiplayer, I have to say, is the most frustrating I've ever played. Because there's lag issues, there's connection issues, there's time and time again I've started, I mean this was a good match for me, so it must have been a good connection. Time and time again I've opened fire on somebody and the bastards just run off. I was shooting somebody running up the stairs, right in his back with a Typhoon gun, and we all know what that kind of gun that is. And he just slowly, and I mean not quick, but slowly, just casually turned round and shot me with a pistol. And I'd emptied all my bullets into the bugger's back with a Typhoon. Now that is what's wrong with this game. I mean, if you play Crysis 3 regularly, you must have games yourself like that, where that happens. And it's the only thing I think keeping players from playing this game at the moment. Because if I open fire, if I'm on a good day with an AEK 971, which can go all over the place in Battlefield 3, but it's like it's 900 rounds a minute weapon, you know, it's a very good gun. You see this bit of a fail there. It's a very good gun, and I can drop people very fast with that gun. And I'm not the most accurate in the world, but I find I'm really trying to be accurate in this game, and you practically having to put a full magazine into somebody, and then it's so disheartening when you just see the bastard run off. You know, I mean, let me know in the comments if you encounter the same problems where you're thinking, what the fuck? I'm not that bad a player, you know. if you're having those kind of encounters on Crysis 3, then let me know, because it's one thing for me that's spoiling the game. And another thing I find, you've got an automatic weapon and then they turn around and they outshoot you with a pistol, even a single fire pistol. I mean, that's a bit strange. And I think any shooter where the health is low on the soldier, they shouldn't be able to jump, and they should be disabled in some way. I mean, come on, you get bullets in you, you're gonna be bloody disabled, aren't you? If it doesn't kill you, at least you'll be bloody crawling along or something. But anyway, another thing I want to mention in this video is the elitism of people who have got the elitist mentality of people who've got, you know, top spec PCs. Yeah, we all know, we're sick and tired of hearing how much better the graphics are. Graphical comparison videos. I've been gaming for years, right? But one thing with YouTube, for me, it's about entertainment. And if you can produce something that looks great, why stop and pause the video just to study how many pixels it's got on the fucking screen compared to the PC version? I mean, come on. It's about how good these games are to play. You know, I mean, sometimes I wish I could grab hold of a mouse and keyboard and get used to it. And, you know, games like this are made for mouse and keyboard. You can be a lot more accurate, a lot more precise, you know. I mean, one day you'll have the consoles like the PS4 when it comes out. It's going to be head and shoulders graphically above anything else, but the PC will soon catch up. It probably will catch up by the time the thing comes out. But, you know, it's down to the individual, isn't it? You know, with me it comes down to the control method. I don't like pressing keys, you know. I get confused enough. You know what I mean? You know, but I do believe actually there's an eagle eye controller thing for the PS3. It enables you to connect a mouse and keyboard to play games like this. So I'm going to look at trying to get hold of one of them. And if I like mouse and keyboard control, then of course I'll sooner than later get hold of a decent PC. This PC I use is only a dual core 2 processor. As I said before, a 32-bit operating system. If I want, I can reinstall Windows 7, the 64-bit version, because I'm intrigued to see how much better things run, you know, especially Sony Vegas. If I view a video in the preview window, I don't want it jerky, especially if I'm doing a montage like the montage I did with Fight Night Champion recently. If you want to, you know, rewind the clip to just before he throws that killer punch, you need to be able to see it, you know, in smooth animation. If you can't see that, then you can't judge where to snip the clip, you know, to trim it, to put it in the right position so it goes with the music and things like that. So, you know, an upgrade to 64-bit is essential for guys like me. Now, see this scene here. I know he's got a bow and arrow, and he's in some tree. It's either that one on the left over there, if you can see, or it's this one. I just about can see his silhouette. Payback time. But I recently played Defiance, and I'm not too keen on it. I said it was a pile of shit to a friend of mine, but it's not a pile of shit, because any programming teams, you know, they spend hours, days, weeks, months, years on a project. Who am I to say it's a pile of shit and all the work that's gone into it, you know? Anyway, I've noticed at the end of this video I've made the highlight screen full screen. If you play the game, you know you don't see it normally. So this is another thing you can do with Sony Vegas by cropping the screen. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm out of here. As always, don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. This is PEMBY'S 66 signing off.